Hallelujah. Praise the Most High. Yeah. Peace and blessings to the family. Just wanted to give a backstory of this reading that I'm about to read. Just to share with the family out there. Pray that it would be a blessing to you. This is coming from my Heritage 364. Backstory. Adam and Eve, when they first came out the Garden of Eden, they had a hard time adjusting, and the Most High would be very gracious with them and try to help them. And of course, the bad one, Hasatan, Satan, would always give them a hard time. So in this particular time, the Most High commanded some angels to go and get gold, incense, and myrrh from the Garden of Eden, give it to Adam and Eve. That way, maybe it'll give them a little comfort to adjust in this new world. And they put it in the cave of treasures, where they were living. And they will always try to ask the Most High for forgiveness for their sin that they have done. They have transgressed it. They transgressed what the Most High has said. And they always try to go back to the Most High and ask for forgiveness. We want to go back to the garden. Please, 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 please. So they always go back. So this particular time, it went to the river. Adam said, okay, let's go to the river. Eve and Adam went to the river, and they wanted to ask for forgiveness from the Most High. So they went to the river, and Adam told Eve, okay, you stand over here in this place where this water is, and we're going to pray to the Most High for 30 days. And then I'm going to go over here to another location. And then we both going to sincerely ask the Most High to forgive us to go back into the garden. So 30 days passed. Looks like about 35 days. Because Adam told Eve, I said, I'm going to be back to get you after 30 days. And then, maybe the Most High will give us grace and let us go back. So 30 days passed. So Eve was still there. Eve is still in the river, praying to the Most High. Adam hasn't showed up yet. So here comes Satan. He was diligently looking for Adam and Eve, because it's been past 30 days. He's always keeping an eye, see what they doing. Sounds familiar? Watching Adam and Eve, watching melanated Adam and Eve, seeing what they're doing. Sounds familiar. So he went searching, went to the cave, and he couldn't find them. And he saw the gold, the myrrh, and the incense in the cave. And he remembered certain things, certain spots where they were. So he said, okay, collecting data. Sounds familiar? So he was collecting data, and he came, and let me start reading from here. But Satan, the hater of all good, sought them in the cave, but he found them not. Although he searched diligently for them, but he found them standing in the water praying, and thought to himself, yeah, Adam and Eve. Yeah, they over there standing in the water, beseeching the Most High, God, who trying to get some forgiveness of their transgression. Yeah, I see them. And to restore them to their former state. Yeah, they trying to get their power back. And to take them from under my hand. Because we know Satan, this is Satan's flesh war. He rules over the flesh. Yeah, I see him over there. This is what he was thinking to himself. But I will deceive them, so that they shall come out of the water and not fulfill their vow. And the hater of all good went not to Adam. He didn't go to Adam, but he went to Eve and took the form of an angel of God. He took the form, so he shape shift. He assumed the identity of a holy angel. He shapeshift. So this is what he was doing. He was praying, praising, and rejoicing, and said to her, he came to Eve, and he said, oh yeah, peace be unto you. Be glad and rejoice. Be of good favor. Yeah, God has favored unto you and sent me to Adam, and I have brought him the glad tidings of salvation. Woo, this sounds familiar. And I have brought to him glad tidings of salvation, and of his being filled with bright light, as was the first. Because Adam and Eve want their bright light back, their body, their power back. Adam and Eve want their power back from what they first had before. So saying, yes, he came. Yeah, I came to Adam, and he got his power back. Eve. That's what he's telling her. And Adam, in his joy for his restoration, has sent me to you, Eve, that you come unto me, in order that I crown you with the light like him. And he said to me, speak to Eve. This is Satan talking to Eve. And he said, Adam told him to speak to Eve. And he said to me, speak to Eve. If she does not come with you, tell her of the sign when we were at the top of the mountain, and that God sent his angels to took us and brought us in the cave of treasures and laid the gold and the incense and the myrrh. Yeah, she'll remember that. What had happened was he went into the cave himself and saw these things. Collecting data, remember? And when Eve heard these words from him, she rejoiced gladly. Oh man. Whew. Boy, we say, okay, we get back to the garden. All right. Okay. And Eve heard these words from him. She rejoiced greatly, and thinking that Satan's appearance was real, she came out of the sea. She was thinking that his appearance was real. He was in the form of an angel of the Most High. He was pretending. He was a shapeshifter. He looked like he was holy. He was considered a false prophet. And he went before, and she followed him until they came to Adam. So they're both walking towards Adam. Then Satan hid himself from her. He dipped and dived in the bushes. He over there, he hide behind the tree. He gonna slide out. I'm gonna slide over here in the cut. And she saw him no more. So Eve was looking around like, where the angel at? I mean, I just saw him. Where he? Wait a minute. Well, she then came and stood at Adam, who was standing by the water and rejoicing in God's forgiveness. So she was excited. Adam, oh, guess what? And she called unto him, and he turned around. Adam turned around and found her therefore, and wept when he saw her, and he smote his breast. He beat his chest. Oh man, he was in grief. Oh, Eve, you were supposed to stand in the spot. We trying to get forgiveness from the Most High. Oh man, he beat himself up. And he was in the water. The water start getting in his mouth. You hard-headed Eve. And the water got in his mouth. The Most High had to bring him up out of the water. After he got his breath, the Most High had to give him his breath back. He almost lost it. And the word which is Yahusha, back then, Yahusha, the word of Yah came from heaven and raised him up. And he told him to go to the high bank to Eve. And when he came up to Eve, and he said to her, who said to you, come on? Who told you that? Who told you to come out of the water? Who said, come on over here to me? Who told you that? Does this sound familiar? Who commandments of the Most High? This goes back to the commandments of the Most High. Moses telling the children of Israel, keep the commandments of the Most High. The Most High gave his commandments to a certain group of people. This sounds familiar. Who told you that the Old Testament is done away with? Who told you that you don't have to keep the commandments anymore? Who told you not to listen to the Israelites telling you to keep these commandments of Moses? That Moses spoke straight to the Most High himself. These are the words of the living Elohim. And you get to the so-called New Testament, and wait a minute, we don't have to do that anymore? Who told you to not keep the Sabbath day? Who told you these things? So there was kind of a reminder. It just sounds familiar. So Adam was speaking to Eve, and he was saying to her, who said to come over here? Then she told him the discourse of the angels, of the angel who had appeared unto her and had given her a sign. Yeah, he knew about the time that we was on top of the mountain. Who knew that? He knew about the time. He knew about what's inside the cave. This must be an angel of the Most High. This gotta be a real angel. He knew it. Satan knows a whole lot of things, huh? Collecting data. Collecting data. Where you at? AI. Where you drive to? Where you go? What you buy? What you watch on TV? Are his people doing the same thing? How do you know? Then she told him the discourse of the angel who had appeared unto her and had given her a sign. But Adam grieved, and he gave her to know it was Satan.